my beautiful view. So this is where I live now.
It is incredible. How did you end up being stranded in such an amazing place?
I always say I done something good in this life, so I'm super, super, super lucky. You know, if I start from the beginning, everything was unplanned. Because in December, I went to Cuba for 2.5 weeks. Then I spent like almost 10 days with my family for New Year, because we don't really celebrate Christmas, but New Year is very important for us. So I was planning to stay for Chinese New Year in Beijing, and my friend in Bangkok, please come, please come. And when I arrived, she's like, there is some virus. I said, virus, it's like nothing. And then it was just like growing. And I basically, my tickets to return to Beijing was 2nd on February. And something stopped me of flying. I remember looking at my phone. It's like, oh, your plane is boarding. I was like, no, I'm not there. So I decided not going back to Beijing. One of the reasons, because after 10 days, I had trip here to Borukay. And I was worried that the close border between, and it's happened actually, the close border between Philippines and mainland China. And if I would go, I would not be able to come here. And here was 2 reasons why I want to come to Boracay. It was one of my good friends who live now in Kampala in Africa, was here with a daughter, which I didn't see for 5 years. She was tiny one, and now she's a beautiful grown-up girl. And another reason was a Latin dance. So, and after, I learned all the new tricks in December in Cuba. I want to show off my dancing skills. So I came here, and then in Beijing, they start doing this quarantine, which was like, for me, I cannot imagine myself to be stuck for 2 weeks at home. This stops me of going back. I said, no, I wait. When things get better, I wait. Then when there'll be no quarantine, I will go. And then it gets worse. Then quarantine and special facilities, which is, I was not looking forward to. And then they just close the border. It's a different thing to be here on the island. You don't need high heels. You need zero makeup. I don't know, what I'm experiencing now is just like one time life chance, because usually Boracay is so crowded. It's super crowded. Like if you go for sunset, you go to, and you see a lot of people, because sunsets, and now I know sunrise, because it's right here every morning. I'm a morning person now, before was not. And it's one of the most beautiful ones. And now you go for sunset, and like you can see like 1 or 2 people there, 1 person there. So basically all tourists are gone. They're all left. And I think it's about maybe less than 10 people, 10 girls who are used to live in China in the same situation as me. Like a few from Shanghai, 1 from Guangzhou, 1 from another city. We all stuck here. And so this is the situation. I don't know, I'm so fortunate to be here and to be in this paradise and do what I love to do. In the beginning, I was really down, because when my studio closed in the end of January, and I thought, oh, by March I will be back to Beijing, our studio will be open, everything will be back to normal. But then I realized it's not. And my birthday is 25th of May, the end of May. And one day I was sitting and I was like, maybe I will celebrate my birthday in Boracay. And I was like, no way. No. It was March, I think. No way. And then I celebrate my birthday. Now it's like August. And now I'm staying here. So indefinite. We'll see. Never had Instagram when I was in Beijing, because I was busy teaching classes. I never, in China we use WeChat. I never even had my WeChat group. So when it's happened, I was in Bangkok and I was feeling I was in a better conditions than anyone else who's stuck in Beijing because I was there. I organized, I get my group. I was, every day I would do workout, I would do like small videos, and I will send it so to encourage them to be positive. Like, it's very important to be mentally and physically healthy in this situation. So basically I was sending all this video and helping. So at the time I was not thinking about online classes. I was thinking just living day by day and try to be positive and how I say, try to be healthy, like mentally healthy. Then when I get to Borukay, I start continue. Every morning I will go to White Beach, I will do some videos, then send the group, said, okay guys, this is your homework, 50 squats, 50 lunges, da, 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 da. And slowly people are like asking me, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm doing this workout. If you want to join me, it's for free, but you have to be on a video because this is a deal. I'm sending this video to my clients who now in China or whatever in the world there. And this is how it starts. I start teaching Pilates classes, Borukay, like for free, and it gets to the quite big group of people. And it was good because I had a chance to meet new people and people actually who live here. So it was win-win situation. Of course, like for Borukay, for me, it's not a new place. I used to come here from 2012. And I always love this place because behind me over here, there is a kite surfing spot. I did kite surfing. So for me, every winter I will come to Borukay. So I'm quite familiar with this place. Anyway, but this teaching to like local communities, it also gives me a chance to meet local people. Filipino people, they all can speak English. Somehow you don't feel the difference. For example, when you go to Thailand, people cannot speak English and you always feel yourself a little bit isolated because there is a barrier of language. Here, no, they all study English from the little. The English is better than mine. So it was very interesting. And then it was 23rd of March when the lockdown the island and it was quarantine. We had curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. But we still continue every morning. First it was 7:30 every morning. We would go, one girl, she has a kind of rooftop in her house. It's a little bit far, so we would be kind of hidden from the rest. It was like about 11 of us because military patrol will be going on a beach back and forth, but they could not see us. We all try to go in different time, in different direction, do our workout, which I also will make video and send it to my group in Beijing. And so all this time we did it till I think it was middle of April when I realized that I have to think about something because my bank account getting very, 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 very low. I get to the point when I had 1,470 RMB in my account because still I have expenses here. You know, it's like $200. I have expenses here and I have expenses in Beijing, and Beijing is not a cheap place. Back then I was living in a place which was very good conditions. I mean, 5 years ago, it's a Filipino family. And 5 years ago, one day she mentions like, well, they were doing a kind of Airbnb and they had 4 rooms. And she said, one day when I will have enough money, I would like to build a 3rd floor so I can have more rooms and I earn more money. So she mentions that she wants to build a 3rd floor. So it's under 4 rooms. She will have 7 rooms. And I don't know, at that time I just had money laid down in the bank. So I asked her how much you need. She told me the number, which was not big number. I borrowed her money to build a 3rd floor so she has extra rooms to rent. And what we did, she said, well, when I make money, I will give it to you. I said, no, let's recalculate for my stay because I come to Borukay every time and I stay with you all the time. So basically, when I come, we deduct it from the bill. It was like a win-win situation. So when pandemic started, and I was kind of like, my God, I have my like bank account in China getting very, very low. At least I know that I can live here. I have a living like accommodation for another, I don't know, 2-3 years. April, one of my clients, she moved to, like she's from Israel. She moved back home and said, Alona, why you don't try and do online classes? I always I was dreaming to have an online job. So I love to travel. And I love like this, my energy, like to see the sea every morning, it just gives me energy. The sunrise, the sun, I'm not, if I don't see the sun, I get really down. And for me, it's very important. So it was always my dream to have online job. And every time when I see people somewhere in Bali or somewhere, say, oh, I have an online job. And so, and when she offered, because she basically, I did a few classes for her clients, and then she gave me a link. I was like, it's Zoom, but I can do it myself as well. So I set up Zoom, I started doing it, and I started doing myself. And so I started doing online classes. If like my first class scheduler, you can see 2 classes a week. Then you can see 4 classes a week. Then every day, then 2 times a day. And now basically I have 3 times a day. And it's giving me goosebumps when I teach the class, and it's like amazing. Everyone from different place, like 10, 15 people, and everyone, different place, different time zone. It's amazing. Yes. I talk to my family. I talk to my friends. Of course, like today, for example, after 4 p.m. class, there is some event, I will attend it. But still I feel a little bit of lack of communication like before in Beijing. For me, it's so important. And I didn't realize like before in Beijing, when you come and you correct people, you know, it's textile. You touch people, and people come to the studio, they give you a hug. And the most important, who was the best hugger in the world, it's my dog. And you know, like when you pet the dogs, they pay everything. And unfortunately, he's not with me because it's impossible to bring him here. Maybe one day. There is no direct flight. And I think if I will, it's possible, but it will be torture for him. So for his well-being, it's better he's staying with my friend, and she loves him. She's taking a good care of him. So I know he's in good hands. I miss him. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes like I watch videos, I get nostalgic, but for his benefits, it's better for him to stay in Beijing.
So tell me then, what has what has this experience done for you emotionally in your life? I mean, physically, you've had some big changes, clearly. Not physically your body, but like your location, what you're doing.
Yes.
But emotionally, how is this? I'm sure it was a journey, right? You probably had, like everybody, initially some fears and concerns, and how is this gonna, uncertainty. But then now seems like you've got to this really beautiful, peaceful, kind of contentful space.
Well, I have to admit that it was not always a easy ride. I mean, like from all this time from January, I was really down. I was up. I was down. The reason why I started teaching this like community around just to help myself, because I was really feeling that I lost my business and I lost my home. And suddenly I lost my business, which I built from the scratch from 2005. For 15 years, I had my studio, and I lost my home. So I was actually helping me when people were saying, thank you for, otherwise we would get insane. I was helping myself. I would say that I really grow in all this time. I feel like I'm a completely different person. It's difficult to explain, but I reevaluate my things, like what was important for me. Like I realized, for example, in fact that I arrived to Borukay with a small suitcase. I realized we need so little in this life. You know, when you're in city life, you spend money, you buy things, okay, this bag, this shoe, we don't need it. I bought 1 flip-flops, and bought 2nd flip-flops because first died. And we don't really need much in this life. But you can be super happy with a little. And when I look at the post I don't know, should I say it or not? Anyway, when I look at the post of friends who now in China, and I look and it's like boring. Like it's the same people, probably different races, the same location, occasion here, restaurant here, probably like I'm different. You know, I start learning Tagalog. Even I don't have to because Filipinos can speak English, but they're like children when you start speaking. Another day I went to the market and bananas, which is like international word for every language have. Bananas is bananas. In Filipino, Tagalog, it's saging. And I could not remember it. I went to the market and I said, gusto ko ng isang kilong, and I forget how to say bananas. And entire market get quiet because as I see the foreigners who try to speak Tagalog, and I see them doing like this, like, and I'm standing in front of bananas. They're like, and I'm like, come on, Alona, come on, Alona. And I have a very good visual memory. I go back in my mind to my like notebook, and I was like, sagin, and I'm like, sagin, the applaud to me. It was the applaud to me.
That is amazing. You're so happy doing it. That's what's great.
The most difficult one, it was to make a decision. When I make a decision, I said, okay, I'm staying here. I need to organize. I need to move out from my beautiful apartment. And online moving, it was not easy. It was super stressful, but we went to it. So my scenes go to two different directions. Summer close, Borukay, winter close to Russia. So this is done. So it was in June, I would say I lost about up to 10 kilograms. I was super skinny because of the stress. And I could not really feel it that I was stressed, but every morning I woke up at 4 a.m. Inside I was stressed. So I never done, well, I teach yoga, but not meditation yoga. And for me, I tried once and I think maybe I was not really get along well with the teacher because meditation, you really need to like the person, the voice, the words, the how they say, the energy. It's like, you can feel this vibration. It's completely different. And one day I went, one of the girls she organized Wednesday Women's Club. I went there and I didn't know who was this Robin, who was giving speech. I knew it was Robin who will give a speech about how to get rid of negativity. I was like, I need it. So I went there and it was a woman and I was like, I look around and I want to be next to her. I sit next to her. And remember she stand up, she said, oh, I better change to this. And I said, she left because she was giving a speech. So she went to the front of everyone. And when it's finished, I was like, oh, it's finished. She said, we have this 30 days yoga meditation challenge. Who's in? Me. I was like the first person. Me, I want to do it. So I started doing things which I was not interested in before. I start meditate. Now, basically every morning I do it about 15 to 20 minutes. It's just nice. I don't know, it's difficult to explain to the person who'd never done it, but if you've done it, you understand what I mean. Then I experience another thing, it's Tibet bowls, like sound healing. It's another thing which I get addicted. So this little island gives me so much opportunities because also there are a lot of people and there now also that we have like, I don't know, like I give classes for free, like I charge people online, but for the people who are on the island, I charge now $5 per class. It's nothing. It just, for me, because I have to prepare, I have to clean after them. This is like only for this. And for example, also Tibet sound healing bowls, I also charge very small money because everyone a little bit tight with them, but like money now. And if it would be normal days, I would be maybe not interested. Higher price, maybe I would be in different state of my mind. I would not think about it. But now I'm like, all these things, meditation, I'm discovering all these new things. I'm completely different now. And before I was not a morning person. Me in Beijing, I had 7 a.m. class, and I was tortured. Now my first class starts at 6:15, and I'm asking my clients, like, anyone wants to do class at 5 a.m. because at 5 a.m. I like the moment before sunrise. Before sunrise, it's a really redness and horizon, and before, like 15, 20 minutes before the sun comes, it's just crazy beautiful. When sun start coming, it's a kind of celebration of new day. I sit here with my coffee, waiting for sunrise, thinking about what I want to do, what is my plan, all the things. Like sun come up, I start teaching the class. My priority, like everything changed.
Wow. You'll never be the same. Next for you? What does the next look like?
Like right now, focusing on my online classes, and then when things get better, I think I will stay in the Borukay maybe for 1-2 years, because it's like I don't get enough of it. I would like my sister come here with her kids and just enjoy, because happiness is good when you share it. I have an extra room, and if anyone want to visit me, please, because I really need the company here.
Thank you for taking the time to visit with me. It was really lovely to see you, to hear you, to hear your story. It's inspirational. Happiness is good when you can share it. I love that quote. As human beings, we want to connect, right? We want to connect. We want to be able to see and share what we're doing with the people that we love and we care about.
Sending you my kisses from Borukay.